Thinking about downsizing your home, but not sure if it's the right move? In today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the 10 brutal truths about downsizing your home, as well as 5 powerful reasons why downsizing your home probably is going to be the best move you make for your future. Hey, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the 10 truths about downsizing that you probably haven't actually heard of. And then I'll give you 5 reasons why downsizing might actually be the best decision you ever made. Let's get right into it. So, first, your furniture probably won't fit. And I hear this all the time from people I show homes to, is they'll say, well, my L-shaped sofa or my dining room table is not going to fit in here. And then they actually won't buy the house just because of that. If you bought furniture for a 2,500, 3,000, 4,000 square foot home and you're downsizing something to 1,000 or 1,500 square foot, well, guess what? It's very unlikely that it's going to fit in a smaller one. And you need to prepare yourself for the possibility that you'll have to buy new furniture for your new place. Number 2, downsizing might not actually save you money. See, people often assume that a small home will be cheaper, but that's not always true because many downsizers are moving into communities with homeowners associations, assessments, especially if it's an over 55 plus community or a condo or a townhouse. And then you add on the cost of moving, new furniture, and possibly trading your 3% mortgage rate for a 7% mortgage rate. And you could actually be spending more than a smaller space. Number 3, it's louder than you think. You see, if you're coming from an older home with traditional rooms and moving into a newer open concept layout, you're gonna notice how much noisier it is. With fewer walls separating the living areas, sound travels. And that open great room, well, it's probably gonna look really beautiful, but it also means less privacy and more shared noise. So it's just something you got to be prepared for. Number 4, storage becomes a daily problem. You see, if you're a place from the Midwest or back east where basements are standard, moving into a smaller home, right, can be really shocking. Even here, right, a lot of times you have those extra 1 or 2 bedrooms, right? The kids have grown up, they've moved away, you're empty nesters. You're not going to be able to use that space. You're not going to have space like that anymore. So since you lose those mudroom closets, hall closets, and that massive basement that you might have had back east where you stored everything. So it's a real adjustment when you start asking yourself, where do I put my holiday decorations or extra bedding? 5th, you might feel more isolated. You see, many people who downsize are also moving to a new area where they don't know anyone. And that's I've seen that happen to a lot of our clients. And it just takes time to figure out where to shop, where the good restaurants are, where you're going to be able to take advantage of the hobbies that you might have, right? Where simple things as where the pharmacy, right? And I think a lot of people don't take that into account before they move because they're very comfortable with their living situation currently with all the people they know, where they want to go out, etc., etc. And so there's really no way around it, and just know that it's going to take some time, a few months at least, to get acclimated and situated to settle in. All right, number 6. This one is something that I always try to prep our clients about. It's emotionally draining. Downsizing often means letting go of furniture, keepsakes, and the home where you made memories. Even if you need to move, right, the process of packing and saying goodbye can be overwhelming. There's no way around it. This part can be really, really tough. And if you think about it, it makes sense because a lot of times we have clients that have been in their home 30, 40, 50 years, right? Their whole entire lives, the crux of their lives took place in the house that they're living in. So it's really hard, and it's normal to feel that emotional drain that comes along with moving and downsizing. Number 7, your ideal home may not exist. This is something I really try to prep our clients about. And I talk a lot about this in some of our videos as well. You see that perfect 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, single story with an HOA that handles all your lawn care? It might not exist in the area that you're looking for in the neighborhood you want. So you really have to do your research early. Know your options before you put your house on the market, because otherwise you may find yourself stuck with nowhere to go or forced to consider options you hadn't planned on, like different condos, other towns, or even moving out of state. So before you put your house on the market to downsize, you really need to have a good idea of where you're actually going to go and what neighborhood and what you're looking for. Because if it doesn't exist out there and you're looking for that unicorn, you're going to end up very disappointed. 8th, living with less sounds great on paper until you need something. You see, when you downsize, you get rid of a lot of duplicates and just in case items. So what we found from talking with a lot of our clients, right, is that a lot of times maybe that second crock pot or the ladder that you had in the garage that you were used to having, you're accustomed to having those things and you'll get used to living with less. But again, there's gonna be that transition period where you're gonna miss a lot of those conveniences. Number 9. Your kids don't want your stuff. I know it's hard to hear. Maybe the grandkids will be more interested, especially things are so expensive right now and a lot of things are coming back in style. But most of the time, you're not going to be able to sell it. You'll end up giving it away. And just with my own parents, they have a bunch of antiques and artwork. And my sister have no interest in actually taking these pieces, the artwork, the furniture. It's just not something that we want. 1, we don't have the space for it. But 2, it doesn't kind of go with the style that we have in our respective houses. So you need to be prepared that, for things that you're not able to sell, you're just going to have to give it away. People aren't going to have the same emotional attachment to furniture, a piano that you might have. And so I get pushback on this a lot, but it's true more often than not. All right, number 10, you may make the wrong decision. I know that just sounds absolutely harsh, and there are a lot of bumps in the road that you need to be ready for. You know what? You might miss your yard or your neighborhood. I talk to so many people who are hesitant to move because of this fear alone. But if you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, which may be actually harder than the actual mental part, if you go into this knowing that it's not going to go all perfect, there's going to be roadblocks along the way, then you can make a better decision and adjust a lot more easily when things come up. All right, let's pivot now to the 5 reasons downsizing might actually be the best move you ever make. Number 1. Well, guess what? You want a simpler life. After all the sorting and cleaning, you'll have less clutter, less maintenance, and hopefully, if it all works out, less expenses, right? Life becomes easier when your space fits your lifestyle. Second, you're going to want to be closer to family. Everything I said might still be true. It might be more expensive, it might be less convenient, emotionally tough, but guess what? Being near your kids or your grandkids, that makes it all worthwhile, right? And guess what? Life isn't all about square footage. It's all about relationships, right? So many of our clients that move out of state to Texas, to North Carolina, to Idaho, to the state of Washington, that's what we've literally had in the last 45 to 60 days. They're all moving there to be closer to grandkids. And so you can obviously see why that's so important for them in their later years in life. So if that's something that you're considering, that could be the one thing that's probably going to provoke you to actually decide to actually downsize. Third, you want to relocate or redesign your life. You see, a lot of people move for better weather or a new lifestyle. We just recently had a client move from here in the state of California to up in Washington. They're very outdoorsy people and they just love the lifestyle up there. So it's obviously hard, yes, right? But for that, if that's what they want, then guess what? Then this is the opportunity for them to be able to take the equity in their home and be able to move up north. And they were able to buy a home all cash after they're selling their home here, right? So if you're looking at like walking on the beach or hiking every day or kayaking or even paddle boarding, boating, whatever it may be, if that's what makes you happy, guess what? It's going to be worth the effort. All right, number 4, you can't or don't want to keep up with the maintenance of your home anymore, right? And that's a real valid concern right now, right? Your current home is becoming a burden, right? You can't keep up with the repairs, the deferred maintenance, your landscaping. Maybe if you have a pool, you have a pool guy, you have a gardener, and you're kind of, worried about all the incurred costs that would be to kind of bring everything up and modernize it. So if that's you, right, downsizing to something more manageable could protect your investment and your sanity, right? Because if you don't want to have to put all that money into the house, you want to invest it in your new place, that might be the route that you might actually be best for you. Before I share the last one, I wanted to remind you that if you need help finding an agent anywhere in the country, I have a vast network of incredible real estate agents throughout the country. And we've had agents recently help our clients again in Washington, Idaho, Tennessee, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, every part of this country and many parts of this world. We have incredible agents that can help you. So I can connect you with 2 or 3 of them, great local agents who will make the process smoother and help you get either the most out of your sale or help you buy basically the home that you're looking to downsize to. And I only refer people that I trust, that I would use for my own family, and I expect them to treat you the way that I would. All right, finally, number 5, you want to unlock the equity in your home. And this is a huge reason people choose to downsize, especially in today's market. Maybe prices are a little down, right, from last year, but if the market is still strong in your area, now might be the best time to cash out, right? That equity could help buy your next home, fund your retirement, or take that dream trip that you've always dreamed of. So remember, downsizing isn't just about going smaller. It's about being smarter, understand the costs, the stress, and the lifestyle changes, but also keep your eyes on the benefits waiting on the other side for you. Less maintenance, more freedom, and being closer to the people and places that really matter to you. Don't let anybody pressure you, not even me. This channel is here to help educate you so you can make the best decision for you and your future. Subscribe if you haven't already, please. I'm hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers soon, and you could always reach out to me directly. I really enjoy talking to so many of you that have reached out to me about your questions about real estate and just basically being a liaison to help answer all the questions that you may have. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.